Yo, what up, Internet? I'm Dom. It's my boy Willie, and welcome to Beats and Bourbon. We're about to embark on a journey that'll tantalize your taste buds and serenade your soul.
Now, before we get into it, let's get one thing straight. We got not aficionados or connoisseurs, and just two guys who enjoy a good pour from time to time. And today we got a special guest for you, Traveller's Whisky, a collaboration between Buffalo Trace and the one and only Chris Stapleton.
Yes, sir. And for today's vibes, picture this. The smooth and smoky notes of Traveller Whisky paired with the soulful crooning of Chris Stapleton himself and his timeless hit, Tennessee Whiskey. It's a match made in heaven, man, and we're here to guide you through every sip and every note.
That's right, man. So whether you prefer your whiskey neat, on the rocks, or in a cocktail, we got you covered. Because why limit yourself in a world full of flavors?
Yes, sir. So just grab your glass, crank up the volume, and join us as we dive into the always intoxicating blend of whiskey and good tunes.
This is Beats and Bourbon. All right, folks. Now, before we get into sipping the devil's nectar, take a second and listen to some of the history of Chris Stapleton and his new collab with Buffalo Trace.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's embark on a fascinating journey into the history of Traveller Whisky, a product of the renowned Buffalo Trace Distillery. This story is not just about a fine spirit, but also an extraordinary collaboration between the distillery and country music star Chris Stapleton. Buffalo Trace Distillery, located in Frankfort, Kentucky, is one of the oldest continuously operated distilleries in America, with roots dating back to 1775. Its legacy is built on a commitment to crafting exceptional bourbon and whiskey, and it has earned its place as a pillar in the world of spirits. Traveller Whisky, launched in partnership with Chris Stapleton, is a testament to Buffalo Trace's dedication to excellence and innovation. Stapleton, a Grammy Award-winning artist known for his soulful voice and deep connection to American roots music, brought his passion and unique perspective to this collaboration. The partnership began when Stapleton, a longtime fan of Buffalo Trace, approached the distillery with the idea of creating a whiskey that reflected his personal journey and artistic vision. The creation of Traveller Whisky is a blend of tradition and artistry. Chris Stapleton worked closely with the master distillers at Buffalo Trace, immersing himself in the process of selecting the finest grains, crafting the perfect mash bill, and aging the spirit to perfection. The result is a whiskey that embodies the essence of Stapleton's music: rich, soulful, and deeply authentic. Traveller Whisky is more than just a drink. It's a celebration of heritage and creativity. Each bottle tells the story of craftsmanship and collaboration, a journey that bridges the gap between music and whiskey. The name itself, Traveller, is a nod to Stapleton's life on the road, a tribute to the endless miles traveled and the stories collected along the way. So as you savor a glass of Traveller Whisky, remember the legacy of Buffalo Trace Distillery and the artistry of Chris Stapleton. It's a blend of history, music, and the enduring spirit of collaboration. Cheers to Traveller Whisky, a symbol of what happens when two legends come together to create something truly remarkable.
All right, it's time to sip some liquor. What's today's featured whiskey?
Well, as we already mentioned, today we are getting into the collaboration of
What we got in there?
Traveller's Whisky.
Traveller's Whisky.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, it's been open. We've had some. I'm going to reserve my feelings until after we taste it again.
Oh, okay.
You know, we need the second taste. Go ahead and start us off, Willie.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and do the honors here. So again, as you know how we do, we always start off neat. So that is the preferred and often advised way of tasting your bourbon if it's your first time. Don't have to do it, but again, experience is everything.
Oh, you trying to get drunk?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
You're trying to get drunk.
Or too much. I can't tell, you know, if we had the Glen.
See, you know what?
If we had the Glen.
So he's referring to the fact that we're supposed to have Glencairns, which is a glass that you would most like to do like a whiskey tasting with. However, old man Amazon let me down. They said 2-day shipping, which would have been today. It is arriving tomorrow, people. So sorry.
They gonna knock anything off? They ain't gonna knock anything off?
Not a thing. We already getting free shipping. They
Hey, man, hey Bezos, man, give me a $5, man.
You know, at this point, he just needs to send us beats and bourbon Glencairns. You know.
Hey, you know what? It'll all, it'll all be square. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this bad boy. What you smelling over there?
I'm getting a little citrus, man. You know what? I'm not getting any type of like oak or.
Yeah, it smells sweet.
Yeah,
It smells pretty sweet.
it smells light.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
You know.
I'm with you on that. The color itself, although that has nothing to do with it, looks like. But oh yeah, and just for context purposes, for the viewers out there, we are looking at 45% alcohol. You know what I'm saying? So 90 proof content. So pretty much, obviously, average when it comes to your bourbon.
Yeah, ain't quite 100 proof, but it still got some strength to it.
Definitely. So yeah, let me see here.
Let's see what we tell. You know what? You know what I'm about to say?
He goes, hey.
It's better than the last. And this is why to reserve my thoughts until the second taste. Because, to be honest with you, the first time we tasted this, I was not really into it.
Hated it.
Was not really into it. It was just something missing.
Yeah.
This second taste, it's alright.
I thought to say that's when you said that. I was like, I know you might think the same thing.
I'm saying that. Yeah.
As he mentioned, we tried this before. You know, we didn't record a session for it, unfortunately. You know, unforeseen circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the first time, man, I think just the anticipation of the hype.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. Neither one of us really liked it, but this go around, I must say, I think it's solid.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
And I mean, that goes to show the volatility of what you can get from different whiskeys. Sometimes maybe it was just the fact that it was open. Some air hit it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I ain't no expert on the chemical balances or what happens when the air hits it, but
Right.
at the same time, maybe that had something to do with it. The fact that it's been open, it's a little bit different.
No. I mean, it's Finders.
And I mean,
that thing is just smooth, man.
And after the anticipation that we had the last time, if this were the impression, I'd be like, go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, Buffalo Trace, you did it again.
I was about to say, and it makes sense though, because it's Buffalo Trace is just such a historic and legendary, lineage.
The whole lineup is fun.
Yeah, like it's everything. So that's something why we were taking a little taken aback. Like, hold on, man.
Like, hold up, Buffalo Trace. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, this is good.
This kind of lives up to it a little bit more.
This is good. And again, price point, I think is last I've seen was like $40.
Okay, which isn't bad at all.
You can probably get as low as 30, but it all depends on where you are. I think you can get up to like 50, but I think 40 is going to be like your average price point for a bad boy like this.
So I think that's go-to prices right there. Like if you're looking for something, what's my go-to sipper? You're not looking for like a $20 bottle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want to get something that's go-to, but you don't want to break the pocket, $40, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would always say 30 to 50, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere within
that's
that
good
range.
range.
Will give you a nice, solid, bourbon whiskey, no matter where you get it from.
For sure. And now, again, this is giving us a different experience, honestly, because we just were not feeling this at all.
No, I'm a believer.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a believer. And oftentimes we didn't mention it. A lot of times if it's too strong or you want to kind of dilute, you can add some water. I don't even feel the need to eat.
This was good.
Yep, didn't even think about it. So again, that's a shout to the just how smooth and easy it is to drink personally.
No, for sure.
Added, but you might not even need it, to be honest.
If you're looking for something that's not going to have a whole lot of bite, I mean, this doesn't have a whole lot of bite. It's not quite 100%, so it doesn't have that, not 100%, but 50%. So it doesn't have that 100 proof bite to it. I mean, it still has a little bit of a kick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can feel the warmness going down my soul. But at the same time, you can taste the whiskey, you can taste the flavor from it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Buffalo Trace whiskey, man.
Shout out to Buffalo Trace.
Shout out for sure. So let's just go ahead and transition. We enjoyed this neat, obviously.
Like I said, neat is straight. You know what I'm saying? So we got to transition to what on the rocks.
On the rocks. Let's see what a rock does to this.
All right.
Let's go. Started with neat. We're on the rocks now. I got my little ice cube in here, a little round ice cube. Willie got his.
That's how we do, single cubes.
Bro, I was enjoying on neat so much that I finished my glass, so I gotta re-up.
Yeah, same here, man. It be like that sometimes.
Nah, that joint was good. I'm not gonna lie.
If you could, please, kind sir.
Heavy-handed. I'm gonna save some of that for the cocktail.
Excuse me. Well, all right. Swirl that around a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Get some of that dilution, man. Let the rock, melt a little bit. Get some of that water. That water, as we mentioned, which we didn't mess with because we were enjoying neat so much, it does add that dilution. If it's got a lot of kick, it's going to cut out that kick. And it's also going to kind of open up the flavors a little bit, like make you actually taste it a little bit more without that bite.
Yep. And I already had my little sip, but
what you feeling?
Hey, man. Second time around.
Uh-huh.
Even better, like... Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's even more flavorful. Again, it ain't had no bite when it was neat. Definitely ain't got nothing now. So, I'm with it.
Nah, this is good. Nah, I'm actually, man, we were so wrong.
So very wrong.
We were so very wrong. I'm sorry, Chris Stapleton. I'm sorry, Buffalo Trace. We didn't have to tell you that, but we told you anyway.
That, man, just being honest. I had to doubt you. So, again, this is all honest live reactions, and this bad boy is solid, man.
I am not mad at this at all.
It's solid.
What you give it? You gonna rate it? You got a rating?
Man, I had to rate it. From the price point standpoint, and for what you get.
And remind us, what was that at? That price point?
About $40.
About $40.
Average. I'd say it's a solid 8.
Solid 8.
For a $40 price point, obviously, Buffalo Trace, that's one of my favorites of all time.
For sure.
Just the whole lineage of
that distillery puts out heat.
Mm-hmm.
Get down with that. That's a solid 8, maybe a 7.5. There's still that initial reaction of it.
No, facts. But I say that because when you think about when we've had we tried the Sir Davis and other videos and stuff, so it's like the price point of that was double. But in terms of what is being delivered,
it's the value has something to do with it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? You getting a good, I can appreciate
for sure.
At a $40 price point, you know what I'm saying? You getting a solid whiskey.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at with it, And again, it's hard to be perfect. I would love to see or come across that one that's just a 10 out of 10.
I'm pretty sure Buffalo Trace has them.
Oh, yeah.
But again, we can go ahead and actually say that this is another heater, Buffalo Trace.
Yeah. Again, this is something you can just, having like a little party or something. Just like, hey, I can throw this in, not gonna break the bank, and everybody can get down on it, and you wouldn't feel bad about passing it around.
And you got a story to tell with it, man. You know what I'm saying? A little conversation piece. You break this out like, hey, that's the Chris Stapleton job.
Right. Yep. You got the collab aspect behind it, so I agree 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I will say the rocks do add to it for me.
Mm-hmm.
The dilution of the water, adding the cold factor to it, makes it that chill drink that, you watching the game, pour something up real quick, sip. This is something that I will 100% have in inventory.
Yeah, I think this is just like one of those constant, like the same way someone would have like Jim Beam or, Wild Turkey, Jack, whatever on deck.
If you can find it.
Yeah, well, it's actually a bit more prominent nowadays. At first, when it first came out, it was a little hard to find, but I've noticed it's a bit more,
okay.
It's a bit more popular. Same with Buffalo Trace now. You couldn't get Buffalo Trace in VA.
I have seen a lot more Buffalo Trace popping up.
Now it's everywhere. So,
but yeah, and it's funny. I don't think a lot of people are hip to the entire line, and so they're not gonna be like, oh, what is Traveller or something,
Yeah.
if you don't know who Chris Stapleton is, if you're not familiar with some obscure, whiskeys, you're not gonna say, "Oh, I want that Traveller."
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I wasn't too familiar with Chris Stapleton either. I mean, I know the name, but I was like, okay, if Buffalo Trace is gonna do a collab with somebody, it's like, Nike or Supreme doing a collab. Like, all right, this dude got to be somebody or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I can respect it just off the strength of that. Yep, and we objective, that's what we here to do. Yeah. We ain't biased to nothing. So yeah, listen to it all, drink it all, play it all,
Yep, for sure. And that's as good a transition as any. Let's go to the cocktails next, right?
Cocktail time.
Okay, we're making a cocktail first, and then we're gonna listen to some music. Cocktail hour. First, we started off neat, then we went to On the Rocks. Next is the cocktail hour, people.
Cocktail time.
All right, today's featured cocktail. We do not have a name for it yet. We're gonna create it.
Okay.
We're gonna taste it, and I'm gonna let you name it.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay. So this is off rip. Seen a little bit of a recipe on the website.
Okay.
Decided to do our own thing, let's be some bourbon.
All right, hey.
We do our own thing.
Hey, take us down the road, man.
All right, so our ingredients today will be, of course, it's the Traveller Whiskey.
For sure.
The base of this is going to be sparkling water, however. It's going to be Starburst sparkling ice.
Yeah, let's highlight that for a second. I ain't never seen or heard of that. I mean, of course, the first thing everybody gonna ask, you ain't got the red or the pink, John?
Yeah, no, we
don't got that, but it's out there. So if you happen to see it or already tried it, go ahead and do that. I'm about to get one tomorrow.
Yeah, I ain't never tried this before. This is interesting. I was just in my local Publix, saw this and was like, all right, let's make a drink out of it.
I'm already gonna assume it's fire. I ain't never met no person that ain't like Starburst.
You know what I'm saying? And so we're gonna have some ice that we're gonna mix with it. We got an orange for a garnish. And I actually want to add a little sweetness to it. Can you have the agave there, brother? Appreciate you.
Never know what's going to come up off a screen.
And that was supposed to be up here, but I forgot about it. So yeah, there's going to be liquor. There's going to be sparkling water, flavored sparkling water, orange flavor, a little ice, a little sweetener. So I'm going to make our drinks together in this glass here, or cup here.
All right, let's do what it do.
So I'm gonna start with the sweetener. I gotta do enough for two, so don't yell at me for putting a lot.
All right, man. Don't let them folks down at the Mixology Academy, man. You know what I'm saying? They spoke high praises of you.
I failed.
They spoke high praises. Don't let me down.
I failed out that joint. All right, so the next joint is gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there next.
Okay.
A little fizz to it,
Well, fizz, man. Let me see this real quick, because excuse me, I just gotta know. I ain't never tried, but I gotta lick.
How's it?
It actually ain't that bad. I mean, it's orange, you know what I'm saying? That ain't usually the go-to. But I did that, especially for a 0 calorie, 0 sugar. Kind of take that back. You got 5 calories. Is that per serving?
Sugar, though.
Zero sugar. Big facts. So hey, even though we're doing wrong, we're still doing right at the same time.
So what I'm gonna do is just mix around the wet ingredients first, and then I'm gonna put some ice in it, and then I'm gonna mix that around a little bit more. Then I'll pour our drinks. Now the reason I'm not throwing the top up here and shaking this because I've tried this before, okay? And what I forgot is with carbonated beverages, if you shake them, what happens?
You might have some combustion.
So won't be doing that today.
Take y'all back to high school real quick.
So let me go ahead and take my ice. Go. Put it in there. And what I'm gonna do, don't worry about me, I'm just gonna go off camera for a second. I'm gonna grab this.
Oh yeah, okay. Kinda need that.
Do
it right, bartender.
And again, I'm not gonna shake anything. We're just stirring.
Gotta strain it out right, okay.
The opposite of James Bond, we stirred, not shaking. All right, throw our top up here.
Yeah, remember for a while that seemed like that was like the drink you had to order? Let me get that martini, shaken, not stirred.
All right. See what we got.
What you got for me here?
Hold up, we ain't done yet. Because we're gonna get a little fancy here.
Okay, what you got?
I'm gonna add a little garnish to this thing.
I put the top on. Put the top on.
Okay. Well, I gotta be. Maybe I should use two hands.
So you just gonna put it
There we
on
go.
the edge,
There we
man.
go.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you put your own garnish up there.
That's what we doing. Okay. Before.
Now for this one, I'm just gonna garnish it.
Okay. Just a little hint.
Yeah, just a little hint. Just make it a little pretty. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
So what we got here? We got we have a name for you.
We ain't named it yet. Let's try it. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think.
What I am. I must say.
Tell me what you think.
I do declare. Man.
Tell me what you think.
Any liquor in there?
There's liquor in there.
Man, that's a problem. Because I don't taste it. This tastes like a sun kiss.
Yeah. Yeah.
It tastes like a sun kiss.
Oh my God.
That's scary.
That is delicious. I could drink that with my dinner.
That's a little...
Right? That's how you describe how delicious something is.
Yeah, man, like, you fuck around and, yeah.
Like, you're not going to pour yourself a glass of whiskey neat and drink it with dinner.
I'm saying, not even dinner. You can have, this could be like breakfast.
Like, mimosa,
play some mimosa for real.
Hey, yo.
Oh, yeah, that's a new brunch drink right there.
Hey, yo, name it.
That's the new
Stamp
brunch
it.
drink. Oh, man, what?
Stamp it. Come
Oh,
on.
man. I'm gonna have to come back. You know what? We gonna ask for y'all. We want y'all to try it. And then come back in the comments and give a suggestion. I might come up with it at the end of the video, but right now, I don't know. Like, that's something need to stick with that one.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like orange creamsicle or orange crush.
No, it ain't a creamsicle.
Yeah, and I'm saying like ain't but so many things you can do with orange. You know, I might have to think about that one, but it is good. There's no cap.
Hey man, we making drinks out here, all right? You know,
that's a good one.
We creating drinks on camera for y'all.
Man, summertime.
Eyeballing it. This is a summertime drink.
You had to make a picture of that junk.
Yeah, I might gotta order a case of that.
I'm really tripping on how good this is. like it's almost like a sweet soda.
Yeah.
You know, without you don't even really taste the carbonation. Like I know it's sparkling water, but man,
no, it's delicious, man.
I think you found one right here. Just Google, we got one.
Beat some bourbon. We got a hit. Whatever this drink is called.
Yeah, whatever to be determined, but this is it.
That's delicious.
You know what I'm saying? If you try it, you bite, but we will allow. Don't try and steal.
The shot is out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like you learned that from us.
That's all.
But just to remind you what's in here, we got the sparkling ice Starburst Orange. This is flavored sparkling water.
And again, no sugar.
No sugar, zero sugar. We got, instead of sugar, we just added a little agave.
You know what I'm saying? Try to be responsible with it.
100% blue agave. You know what I'm saying? A little organic stuff in there. And of course, the main attraction is the Traveller Whisky. A little ice to make it cold. A little orange garnish to make it pretty. But this is a drink.
Try that ASAP. Try that ASAP. You having a tailgate or a brunch, or or just a big party, a gathering event.
Yes, sir.
This would be an automatic hit.
Yes, sir.
And I'm a harsh critic.
Yes,
this
sir.
This man is too.
We gotta hit people.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that, we're gonna enjoy our cocktails. I might have to make us some. Let's transition. Sorry, I'm starting to get drunk because this is delicious. Let's transition to some music and drink our cocktail, some Tennessee whiskey.
All right, let's go.
All right, people. We done made a delicious cocktail here.
Delicious.
And after the break, we went on and just made ourselves some more because it's that good.
Yeah, y'all make one too, man.
And so while we're going to sip on this round 2 of this delicious cocktail that's yet to be named, let's listen to some music. Chris Stapleton himself with Tennessee whiskey. This man playing his instrument too.
Oh, really?
He playing a guitar at least. I've seen something where he's playing it live, and he was definitely playing a guitar.
That's something to be said, man.
Yeah, he seems like a performer, man. Like he plays live music, sings. It's him singing, no recording.
Yeah.
And listen to this man. This man got some soul in his voice.
Liquor was the only love I'd known.
I don't claim to be a country music fan, but this ride right here, like this, it's just a smooth, you know, it's easy to just nod your head with it.
Yeah, I wonder if this is considered like, I mean, obviously it's country, but it don't feel along the lines of traditional country. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do they they be like, hey, Chris Stapleton good and all, but he ain't like
yeah, you know, it's accessible country, man. Like a non-country music fan could listen to this song and just be like, you know, it's slap.
Yeah, I dig that. I dig that.
I mean, it don't hurt that the man can sing.
Right.
Can sing, not can sing, can sing.
Oh yeah. Man, you can tell you're from the South. You don't just, you know, having a voice like that.
You grew up with hard times.
Hopefully not, man. We don't know the story.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris.
But we know how it is.
You can speculate on your life.
You come up in the churches and been through some back roads.
But you got some pain in your voice, my God.
Right. Sound like he saw this shit ever since.
You know what I'm saying?
He saw this shit.
Tennessee whiskey. Now, just to let y'all know, Travelers is not Tennessee whiskey. This is from the Buffalo Trace Distillery in Kentucky.
Right out of Kentucky. But although, ironically, I think he himself is from Kentucky, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, born and raised in Kentucky. And now again, I ain't trying to butcher your story, but I think that's fact.
This song slapped though, bro. And there's one, like, even when him just playing and just riding out, you're not even singing. You can just sit here and just chill on this, man. This is just smooth, just chill music, man. Get you in a nice lounge. Get you a nice glass of whiskey.
You know what's funny though? Like this sound is almost like a template. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't no original sound. Like that slow, that deep, that same cadence and that riff. You know, it's like.
Well, I mean, I think that's a country music thing.
That's what I'm saying. Kind of like the blues and all that stuff. It's like
blues, country music, yeah.
It's just like a foundation of like a successful song.
Got that same vibe. Mm-hmm. That old school. Even some old school like gospel music. As this.
It's like the country version of boom bap rap.
Yeah. Like real talk. Mm-hmm. It has a sound that's easily, you know, I know what that is, you know. But he's singing though. This is like the country version of Easy Like Sunday Morning.
Man, that's
you know what I'm saying?
That's a good comparison.
Ride out with your, you know what I'm saying, your truck with your arm out the window.
That's a good comparison, right? No, don't ride out with the don't ride out literally with the, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, not with the whiskey.
Right out to the song.
To the song, not to the whiskey.
You ride out with your arm out the window with the drinking. She was like, hey, yo. Whoop. I got an easy one.
Beats and Bourbon does not condone drinking.
Yeah, right. Just to be clear, just ride out to the song only.
Yes. We are not condoning going out and drinking your Tennessee whiskey while driving.
That'd be the shit people get in trouble for. Like, hey, they said on the song.
Beats and Bourbon ain't take nothing. But yeah, no, shout out to Chris Stapleton. Shout out to Traveller, the album, you know. Shout out to Traveller Whisky.
Most importantly, Traveller the Whiskey that's got us here.
You know, shout out to, you know, the music he made and the whiskey that he collaborated with Buffalo Trace on, man. Good stuff, brother.
Yep. And again, Buffalo Trace is one of our favorites, so we'll be sure to have many, many more videos down the line kind of going through their whole lineage because, again, this is one of the most storied distilleries of all time and plenty more stuff to put y'all on game too.
Yes, sir. And with that, we'd like to thank every one of you guys for joining us for today's feature video, Traveller's Whiskey, Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton. Thank you as always. Make sure you leave your comments with whatever whiskeys you want us to do next, whatever music you want to hear next. Any type of interaction you gives us helps this channel.
All right. And just like anything else, man, hit the like and subscribe. Put us in your algorithm so you never miss a sip and spin. We're going to be here chilling, grooving, you know, reviewing just like we always do. So check us out, man.
Make sure you tell us what we naming this cocktail because this thing is a hit. And please tell us if you tried too.
For sure. So until next time, this is Willie and Don with Beats and Bourbon, signing out.